Hello, I'm Louise Kenward and I'm the editor of this beautiful book, Moving Mountains, Writing Nature Through Illness and Disability. And all week I'm joining you with each of the contributors from the anthology, reading excerpts and saying a bit about the book. So today I'm reading a piece from my own essay called Things in Jars. Things in jars offer up a special kind of connection for me, with place and with memory, a captured sense of time and place, an attempt to keep both when neither can truly be held. Museums are filled with them, creatures captured in suspended animation. There's an octopus in a jar of formaldehyde at my local museum that I stare and stare at, captivated by its capture, by what was before, what is now forever, or at least as long as the museum and its custodians allow. I notice these things more acutely, more easily when I'm moving more slowly through the world. More slowly being a comparative term, more slowly than others, more slowly than I used to, more slowly than I might again. I notice more things around me as I emerge, almost cocoon-like, from another bout of illness or injury. Once my body is sufficiently able to process something outside of itself, something other than itself, its pain and discomfort and its immediate needs, that level of focus and attention I've had to hold for what my body is doing or not doing is transferred to the world around me. Not the whole world, but manageable, bite-sized chunks. The world that exists in my immediate surroundings, and I notice it. As is often the case, I notice things more acutely, coincidences and visitations after my dad died too. A moth arrived at the back door and refused to leave, despite windows being opened and ushering towards the open air being done for it. It moved from the back door to the kitchen ceiling each time I looked for it, checked on it, felt reassured it was still there, until one day it disappeared, only to arrive upstairs, head down on the bedroom floor. I was bereft and knew. I picked it up only once certain it had indeed died as well, having offered crusts of toast and honey, and I put it in a box. Cleaning windows today, I collect a large bee and put it alongside the snail I had monitored closely, that had also lived on the back door frame for the couple of years I have been living here. The snail had not moved in all that time. Eventually, the shell fell off when I had painted the skirting board. The Victorian habits of collecting, their history and fascination with the natural world, building museums and inviting people to look, meant nature was considered as other. Their aim was to create order, to contain and to possess. My own collections are more about collecting evidence. Evidence I was there, outside, walking, and of witnessing the fleeting and the chance moments encountered. In time, after another period of being fixed in one place, my adventures outside began again. Again, they were slow and repetitive, and so I focused all my energies on the rituals with little sense of time. My walks to the beach were my day, the highlight and the quest. I collected jars of ocean each time, an attempt to bring the shoreline closer inland, an attempt to harness the energy of the sea, an attempt to keep pace, to keep track of who and where I was. I gathered 100 of them, tiny oceans in jars I keep close, 100 waves, evidence of 100 walks, 100 times I had left the house and reached the sea. I continue to bring the sea with me whenever I'm feeling adrift, sick and still, fixed inside, for however long it is this time. And I remember my tiny oceans and unleash them, opening the jars all at once and untethering the life housed within. and the house fills with life-rich waters, and I swim with graceful rays and silvery mackerel. I dive across the Pacific to see the manatee and dugong. I rest in pink-tipped anemone with orange-striped clownfish and lie on the floor like a sea cucumber or a starfish, quietly moving in ways almost invisible to the landlocked eye. Thank you for listening.